Shabbat Shalom. Happy Sabbath. So, earlier when I woke up, I had a moment where I was like, I want to spend time with y'all. I feel like I haven't really been spending as much time as I want. But then also, I had the thought of maybe it's just not me spending time in the way I think I should be spending time with him, because there's a lot of things that just look different in this season for me, because just like relationships grow, right? Things look different, and especially when you get to know someone in a different way. And so I don't know, it's just kind of like, I read a little bit, but I'm like, should I do a little praise? I did worship. I'm like, what do I talk to him about? Should I journal? Should I do this? And then what came to my mind is, Judy, because you feel off, or because you feel, how do I word it? I don't want to say, it's not an emptiness. That's not the word. Things are very calm. Things are very, there's no anxiety. Because things are not anxiety driven, sometimes I'm like, what should I be doing? And it's like, Judy, the same thing you've been doing. Just stay consistent, right? And then I also had the thought, don't manipulate. Don't manipulate the Father. Keep the formula. Whatever formula you're trying to gather, let it go. That was the past. We don't do that anymore. We don't operate like that no more. And I had a thought about a woman who did a retreat. She attended the church that I used to go to, and she did a day retreat. And one of the things she talked about was people always wanting to have a formula when it comes to their walk with the Father. And that always stuck with me. Honestly, I didn't know how I really felt about it at the time, because I was just like, well, the Bible says, do X, Y, Z, just things like that. And me working in mental health, you create strategies, right? A strategy is a formula. And so I'm like, there was truth in it, but then also, I needed to sit with that and, be real. Like, what does this actually mean? So anyway, that came up today. And it's like, don't create that formula. Don't create a formula to try to manipulate your relationship, our relationship, And I was so grateful. And so I just sat there, because it was like, I was just sitting there, right? And I just felt like I needed to fill up the time, And then I would like, just try to find something. And I'm like, yo, Judy, just be. Like, it is what it is. And I'm like, well, just talk to y'all about the things that you've been navigating, like walking through, because there's been some things that's been coming up. And so I'm like, okay, help give some clarity, And guess what? Literally, just because I submitted to that and worked myself through that, he started speaking to me. Actually, he was speaking to me the whole time. It just don't look like how I expected it to look, or how religion tells you it's supposed to look. Hence, while I'm sharing this now, right? And so it started making me ask the question, what formulas have I created? Because the Bible has the formula. The Bible always has the answer. Sometimes we don't either like the answer, so we try to create our own formula around it, which is really just taking the back door into the spirit realm. When you really think about it, it's manipulation. It's like, why not go to the front door? I'll expand on that in another video. But it's like, if the formula's right there, right? Like, you know, okay, people want a husband. A man wants a wife. A woman wants a husband. Oh, this is what you do so you can get married. Or you can find your woman or man of God. Okay. You want to have children? This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. You want to become wealthy, or, you know, more financially stable, or create generational wealth. You know, you want to prosper. This is what you need to do. There's so many opinions out here. You can just go on YouTube. You can go on social media. You can go on TikTok, Facebook, and have all of these things, and everybody will have all of this stuff to say, right? But then it's like, what does the word say? The word has the formula. It always makes me going back to seek ye first the kingdom, and all things will be added unto you. That is a formula. And I'm like, how come people don't really like this formula? Because it takes their eyes off of the situation and shifts their shifts their eyes on the Father. Because if they're focused on the Father, then they feel like all their problems that's, you know, behind them, the things that they're not facing, it's not gonna move. Nothing's going to happen. So, in turn, they remove their face off the Father, look back at the issues and the problems and the situations, and start gathering formulas so they can, you know, manipulate. It's a little puppet hand so they can manipulate, put their hand all up in it. And so, if that's the formula that the Father gives you, right, allow Him to lead you into what to do next. And if He doesn't give you an answer right away, you got to be okay with not having that answer right away, and still continuing to seek Him and just build your relationship with Him. Another thing when it comes to being blessed, which is basically the same thing, seeking ye first the kingdom, and all things to be added unto you. Because if you seek the kingdom, you're going to be following the law, statutes, and commandments of Jehovah, right? At least you would hope so. And the Bible says what to do to be blessed. It says what to do to be blessed. But for some reason, no one talks about that part. What does the Bible say about being blessed, or how to be blessed? If you do this, you'll get blessed. If you do this, you'll get cursed. And I noticed this pattern with religion, where it's such a focus on, if you do this, you get cursed. If you do this, you get cursed. Stop. I need to stop doing that. Y'all just doing that. Okay, so can we focus on what we need to do? What does the word tell us to do? So these curses will be reversed. Like, it's literally in the next chapter. Over. And so these were things that was just coming to my mind, you know. And to be honest with you, I've been sitting with these things for a while, because I've been telling, you know, like some people around me, I'm like, I don't navigate spiritual warfare the way I used to. When I tell y'all, I was like, what do you call it? The prayer warrior, the, you you know, the prayer strategist and all of the things. I know that stuff is in me, but at the same time, there was a manipulation that came along with that, thinking that I can shift the hand of the Father. When really all I needed to do was just submit to him. And that's why he's always was like, just seek me, daughter. Just seek me. Seek ye first the kingdom. Just be with me. Just build a relationship with me. Be intimate with me. I'll worry about that stuff. And I had to learn to do that. Because anxiety will cause you to keep looking back at the problem over and over and over and over again until you just looped up in this cycle of chaos and torment. You know? But I just wanted to share my thoughts, you know? I'll stop here. But what do you guys think? I'd love to hear.